You have a choice. You can keep assuming that a Taurus feels nothing because they refuse to explain themselves, or you can look deeper and understand that their silence may be hiding more emotion than their words could ever reveal, because Taurus does not usually announce what hurts. They do not expose every insecurity. They do not always tell you when they feel rejected, disappointed, jealous, afraid, or emotionally exhausted. They hold it in, they stay composed, they continue with their routine as if nothing has changed, but beneath that calm exterior, something may be building. A Taurus can remember the smallest change in your voice, the promise you failed to keep, and the moment your effort stopped feeling genuine. The question is not whether Taurus has feelings, the real question is, how long can they carry those feelings before silence becomes distance? Most people only believe emotions are real when they are visible. They expect tears, arguments, long messages, dramatic confrontations, or emotional confessions. Taurus often gives you none of that. When they are hurt, they may become quieter. When they feel neglected, they may stop asking. When they feel unappreciated, they may work harder to appear unaffected. You might be scrolling through your phone beside them, believing everything is fine, while they are mentally replaying the last 10 moments when they felt ignored. You might cancel plans, forget a promise, or give them half-hearted attention and assume they will simply move on. They may forgive the moment, but they rarely forget the pattern. That is where people misunderstand them. Taurus does not always react immediately. They observe, they measure consistency, they compare your words with your actions, and while you are waiting for an emotional explosion, they may already be emotionally preparing to live without you. Taurus values stability. They want emotional security, loyalty, honesty, and something solid enough to trust. That sounds simple, but stability is not just a preference for Taurus, it is protection. They may appear stubborn because change threatens the structure they worked hard to build. They may resist difficult conversations because emotional chaos feels more dangerous than emotional silence. They may pretend they are fine because admitting pain would mean admitting that something they trusted is no longer secure. That is the hidden battle: comfort versus honesty, silence versus vulnerability, holding on versus accepting that something has changed. The strongest people are not those who never feel pain, they are the ones who face it without allowing it to control their future. As Maya Angelou said, courage is the most important of all the virtues. For Taurus, courage may not mean walking away. Sometimes courage means speaking before resentment takes over. Taurus rarely tells you how deeply they need reassurance. They want to know that your loyalty is real, not temporary. They want to know that your affection will still exist when life becomes inconvenient. They want consistency because inconsistency creates questions they may never ask aloud. They may never say, "I am afraid you will leave." Instead, they watch whether you stay. They may never say, "I need more affection." Instead, they notice when you stop initiating it. They may never say, "Your words hurt me." Instead, they become more careful with what they share. Taurus can love deeply and still struggle to express emotional need. Why? Because needing someone creates risk, and Taurus wants security, not dependence. They do not want to feel weak. They do not want to beg for effort. They do not want to convince someone to value what should already be valued. So they wait, they hope you will notice, but unspoken needs often become unmet needs. When Taurus feels safe, their emotional strength becomes one of their greatest gifts. They become dependable, patient, protective. They do not love only when it is exciting. They love through repetition. They show up, they remember what matters to you. They build routines around your comfort. They may not always deliver dramatic speeches, but they will fix what is broken, prepare what you need, and stand beside you when other people disappear. That kind of loyalty is rare. In business, sports, and art, lasting success is rarely created by one dramatic moment. It is created through consistency. Kobe Bryant did not become legendary because of one practice session. He built greatness through thousands of disciplined repetitions. Taurus often approaches love the same way: one thoughtful gesture, one promise kept, one difficult season survived, one ordinary day after another. Their love may not always be loud, but when it is healthy, it is built to last. If you are a Taurus, stop expecting people to read your silence. Your silence may feel obvious to you. It is not obvious to everyone else. Say what happened, say what you need, say what must change. You do not need to shout, you do not need to accuse, you only need to be clear. Try this: when that happened, I felt unimportant. I need more consistency moving forward. That is not weakness, that is emotional discipline. Nelson Mandela demonstrated extraordinary self-control, but self-control did not mean passivity, it meant directing emotion toward a meaningful result. Your feelings need direction too. Patience is powerful, avoidance is expensive. Ask yourself a difficult question: am I giving this situation time to improve, or am I afraid to confront the truth? Taurus can remain in uncomfortable situations because the familiar feels safer than the unknown, but familiarity is not always stability. Sometimes it is stagnation. Give yourself a deadline, address the problem, observe the response. Then decide based on behavior, not potential. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Perfect moments rarely arrive, clear decisions create better moments. Do not ignore red flags simply because you have invested time. Time invested does not guarantee a healthy future. Look at patterns. Do their actions match their promises? Do you feel respected when no one is watching? Can you express discomfort without being mocked, punished, or ignored? Warren Buffett is known for emphasizing long-term value over short-term excitement. Apply that principle emotionally. Do not be distracted by occasional grand gestures. Evaluate consistent behavior. Love should not only sound good, it should feel reliable. You may tell yourself that you do not need anyone. You may convince yourself that handling everything alone makes you strong, but independence becomes armor when it prevents connection. Ask for help. Admit when you are overwhelmed. Let trustworthy people support you. Strength is not refusing every hand. Strength is knowing which hands are safe to hold. Artists, athletes, and leaders rarely achieve greatness alone. They have coaches, mentors, partners, teams, and communities. Emotional growth works the same way. You do not lose power by allowing support. You become stronger because you stop wasting energy pretending you never need it. Expressing your feelings is not just communication, it is a statement. It says, my inner world matters. It says, this relationship deserves honesty. It says, I would rather face discomfort than slowly become distant. Stop repeating the excuses, they should already know. I do not want to look needy. It is not worth discussing. I will deal with it later. Later becomes longer, longer becomes resentment, resentment becomes withdrawal, and withdrawal becomes an ending no one saw coming. Consistency matters more than one emotional breakthrough. Speak honestly, listen carefully, repeat the process. For the next 7 days, do something different. Each day, identify one feeling you normally hide, name it, write it down, then express one honest need to someone you trust. Do not blame, do not exaggerate, do not retreat, be direct. You may feel uncomfortable at first, that discomfort is growth. By the end of the week, you may notice something powerful. You feel lighter, you understand yourself more clearly. You stop expecting people to solve emotional problems they do not know. Exist, the choice is yours. Stay silent and hope people understand, or speak clearly and give your relationships a real chance to improve. Taurus, your feelings are not a weakness, your loyalty is not foolish, your need for security is not something to hide, but emotions that remain buried do not disappear, they shape your behavior from the shadows. Mastery begins when you stop running from what you feel and start using it to create stronger boundaries, healthier relationships, and a more honest life. Do not wait until you become distant. Do not wait until love turns into resentment. Say what matters while it can still make a difference, because real strength is not staying silent forever. Real strength is knowing when to speak. If this message helped you understand the hidden emotional world of Taurus, like the video, share your experience in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful insights into Zodiac personality, relationships, and personal growth. Your feelings deserve a voice. Use it.